We have rockfish in here that can live anywhere from 80 to 140 years.
140 years.
The yellow-eye rockfish has been documented at 140 years old.
Now, how can you tell the age of a fish?
Well,
besides asking them.
Until they die, you can't. But after they die, you can take one of the bones out of their head, called the otolith, put it under a microscope, and it grows in rings just like a tree, so you can count the rings and find out how old the fish was when it died.
Now, divers have pretty important jobs here. What kind of stuff do you do for us? A lot of kids ask, why is the diver in the tank?
Well, divers get to do lots of fun things here at the aquarium, but the most important thing we do is help take care of the fish in the exhibit. Sometimes that means doing things like vacuuming the bottom or scrubbing excess algae off the rocks.
Anybody here want to vacuum or scrub? No hands, Roberta.
Even housework underwater is a lot more fun. Sorry, Charlie. But somebody every day gets to clean this great big window you're looking through.
Now, this window, does anybody have any guess? Well, you want to tell them how big it is, and then we'll have them guess how thick it is?
Our window is almost 20 feet tall. It's about 40 feet across, and it weighs in at 55,000 pounds.
That's just the window.
And that's just the window. Now, I can show you how thick it is if I have a brave volunteer willing to come up here and put their hand next to
Your
mine.
hand up first. Now, after the show's over, everybody else will have a chance to come up. And what I want you to do is give Roberta a high five. But when you do that, come on over. You get to cross the sacred silver bumps. When you give her a high five, keep your hand there.
Now,
you guys see that?
Can you see how far apart our hands are? How many inches do you think that is?
How many inches do you think? 10 inches? Any other guesses? 5? What do you, 6? What do you think? 10 inches?
That's a really good guess. Excellent, thank you. Our window is actually 12.5 inches thick. And it's guaranteed not to leak.
We hope. Now, why does it have to be that thick, Roberta?
Well, how many of you have ever held up a gallon jug of water? You know how heavy that is? Yeah? Well, this window is holding up 120,000 gallons of water.
So mention 120,000 jugs of water that you can carry.
That's a lot of weight pushing on this window. And for right now, we want to keep all these fish and the water and meat on this side of the window.
That's right. Now, how long does it take you to clean this window?
Well, fortunately, I don't have to do it every day because we have some excellent volunteers like Martin, wherever he went, who do that for us. But it can take anywhere from a half an hour to 40 minutes just to wipe down the window every day.
All right. Well, Roberta, taking care of this exhibit isn't the only thing that we can do for the fish.
That's true.
Does anybody here like to eat seafood? You guys like to eat seafood?
It's okay to admit it, I like seafood.
Yeah, a lot of us here at the aquarium eat seafood. Now, we want to make sure that there's lots and lots of fish out in the oceans for generations to come, right? Because if you like to eat seafood, and what do you think these fish eat? Seafood, right? It's just not breaded or fried or baked. They eat fresh stuff. Now, we can make smart choices at restaurants and markets, and it's all because of it. Well, I was going to say a handy-dandy little tool.
Your copy is handy-dandy and pocket-sized. Mine's a little bigger so we can see it underwater. But this is called a seafood watch card. And it helps us make smart choices when we're buying fish at the market or restaurants.